The University of Arizona is pleased to introduce its brand new Vice President for Athletics, Dave Heeke, who arrives from Central Michigan University. Also spent a lot of time at the University of Oregon back in the Pac-10 days, and he'll be on board here starting in April. So first of all, Dave, welcome to Tucson. Welcome to the U of A. It's great to have you here.
Well, thanks, Brian. Appreciate it. Really excited to be back in the Pac-12 and excited to be at Arizona.
Just wanted to let you know we have some outstanding secondhand stores here in Tucson. If you have a snow blower, snow shovel, anything that you need to get rid of when you get here, we'll be glad to take it off your hands.
Okay, I'm not sure how well they'll sell down here, but yeah, when I woke up this morning and it was my phone said it was 22 degrees back home, I think I'm in the right place now. So.
All right. Tell us about just your career briefly, and it's not a brief career, but your career in athletics. What got you started? Why is it in your blood?
Well, I'm a product of the student athlete experience. Went to Albion College and was a baseball player, was a catcher, and really that experience just transformed me. It was just something that lives with me to this day. The memories that I have, the people I met, the doors that it opened, it was a big part of my life, and went on and wanted to be in that part of changing people's lives. My first real opportunity was at Michigan State for a brief period of time, worked on their staff. And then my first real break was to head west and go to the University of Oregon and start there in their regional office and fundraising and external relations, and not even on campus. So it was a big move for me. I'd never been west of Chicago in my life. But went through the Oregon for over 18 years of 4 different presidents, 4 different athletic directors, and quite a transformation of a program there in its own right. Then was fortunate to go from there to Central Michigan University to become the athletic director, where I've been for the last 11 years. And it really is about trying to find excellence in everything that we do. Trying to put together a program that provides an experience for our student athletes that's memorable, that's outstanding, that helps them grow, being a point of pride for the university. And really being something that our alumni and our friends and our fan base can really gather around and rally around and have a lot of fun with.
Does that summarize your philosophy then as you take over here at the U of A?
Yeah, my philosophy is about excellence. It's a culture of excellence that we want to create and continue quite actually here. It's about a championship experience for every student athlete that comes on board. Championship experience athletically, academically, and then personal development wise. Athletically, they can meet every one of their dreams. We'll contend and compete for conference and national championships. We'll be tested every day on the practice field and in games, and really reach our fullest potential as an athlete. But at the same time, we'll be part of a world-class academic experience, an opportunity to meet all of your dreams academically, to be provided the support and the opportunity to grow as a student. And then finally, the opportunity to grow as a human being. We'll want to help and guide and mentor those young people so that they can grow into really solid, contributing adults as they leave our campus, move into leadership roles and contribute to their communities where they go back to and what they choose to do. And that's really what it's about. It's about that championship high-level experience. And so we need to think about excellence every day, everything we do. Our students, our staff, we want to be the very best. And so when you rally around the word championship, I think we all know in the sports world that that's really the pinnacle of what we're trying to do.
You've seen the University of Arizona from afar, at Oregon, at Central Michigan, wherever you've been. What were your impressions of the University of Arizona, the athletic department, before this job came up and now since you've been hired?
Well, first of all, I've always had the greatest deal of respect for this position. My time at Oregon, we would travel down here, and I say I don't think I've ever saw our team win in basketball, McHale, and we had a heck of a lot of battles on the football field too. But it was always a program that really everyone envied. It was always rock solid. It was always good things were always happening here, and then through the years, just following the progression and then knowing Greg Byrne and the job that he did, this program's just continued to grow and flourish. And it's one of the premier athletic departments in the entire country. There's no doubt about that. In one of the greatest conferences there is, the Conference of Champions, the Pac-12. So excited about that, and I couldn't be more proud and pleased and honored to be trying to lead us to the next chapters, those great chapters that we're going to have.
Well, you talk about that next chapter, and every athletic director in the country faces challenges in whatever they do, wherever they're at. But is there something that all athletic directors look at as a challenge in college athletics here in 2017?
I think the landscape, the ever-evolving landscape is certainly something that's a challenge. But I think if you ask any athletic director at any place, it's about the finances. It's about how you can do what you need to do with the finances and the resources that you have. And that's really what it's all about. It's aligning your resources in key areas so that you can be successful. In our programs, in our activities, the things we want to do, we've got to be able to put resources there so we can have success. Being good stewards of those resources, but finding those alignments so that we can be highly successful. The finances will always be a challenge. But when you talk about why we do it, and I think if you step back and not get caught up in all of that financial mumbo jumbo, we're doing it for our students, for our student athletes. And we want that experience to be outstanding, and we'll make those decisions around the betterment of their experience while they're here. And part of that, because we're measured every day, is we want to be on the right side of the scoreboard a lot too, and I think that can happen.
All right. Tell us about your family.
Wonderful family. Married for 29 years to Liz, my wife. She's been on this journey since we packed up the Chevy Nova and came across country to the west. She was with me when we turned back around with 3 new boys in the car. I have 3 sons, a 24-year-old who works in New York City in the investment banking world. So he's highly successful, doing great things. I have a son who's a junior at Central Michigan studying economics. And then our youngest is a baseball player in the Central Michigan baseball program. He's a freshman. My oldest was also a player in our program. So I've had 2 Division I student athletes live right in my own house. So I've had some interesting conversations with them. Great family, really love athletics. It's been a big part of our life. Anxious for all of the folks out there to meet my family, get to know Liz. We're all in all the time, and we love it, and you'll see them around quite a bit.
She'll look very good in red and blue, by the way.
A couple of her favorite colors, too.
Okay, perfect. What do you do to have fun, downtime?
Well, seems like now more and more there's not as much downtime, but I love to play golf. I do like to travel, really do enjoy traveling. Fly fishing, fly fishing's been one of my passions, so we'll have to find some water somewhere to do a little fly fishing here and there, but that's what I like to do, like to be around family. We're kind of entering that new chapter. Our boys have kind of started to move out of the house a little bit, so we're not running around to baseball fields or hockey rinks as much and enjoying each other's company, so it'll be a lot of fun.
Well, I can tell you where you can find some water, and coincidentally, it's on the golf course, because I usually find the water on the golf course. But we do have a few courses around town, and when you do get some downtime, I know you're going to enjoy it.
Yeah, it'll be great. Looking forward to that, and I'm looking forward to tuning my golf game up.
All right, the big question, of course, we have to ask, tortillas, flour, or corn?
Flour.
Flour, very good. Okay, so we just recommend you start the salsa on the mild side and build your way up.
Okay.
But we got great food, and you're gonna love it here.
Well, really excited to be here, Brian. Thanks so much. I'm anxious to meet everybody and really get things going. I couldn't be more proud to lead this program.
All right, Dave Heeke, the new Vice President of Athletics at the University of Arizona, and you'll meet him in person very soon.